He's having some technical difficulties getting in the place.
Okay, so today I have with me Mark Jacob. He's a breakdancer from Liverpool. We're going to talk a little bit about his journey so far in fitness, and we're going to talk a little bit more about how he got into what he's got into and what he's doing, how we met, etc, etc. And so we're going to take it away. I'm going to start by asking you about, in fact I'm not going to ask you, I'm just going to say how we actually met. We both met here at Boxnburn, at the Boxnburn Academy. We were both doing the Boxnburn Academy there, and the Learn How to Teach Boxing Academy. How did you find that course?
I thought it was amazing. Very educational, very well put together, very professional.
Yeah, you enjoyed the course. I remember before we actually went on the course, I remember Tony Jeffries, the co-owner of Boxnburn, he said to me that I was actually staying with him one night, and he actually said to me that we've got this Scouts kid coming on the course. He's come all the way from England. Basically, Boxnburn probably gets ridiculous amounts of people wanting to work there. So I guess Tony and Kevin and the boys there decided that if you want to go and work there, you've got to show willing. So actually get out there and do the course and be accredited by them, which is what you did. You booked a ticket. You got over to Los Angeles, and that's where I met you. It was good times, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
I remember he said to me, the Scouts kid's coming, will you have a chat with him and see what he's like? So at the end of the course we would piss sweat through with sweat, and we met up and we hit it off straight away, didn't we? Yeah. And then I think I drove to Studio City, which is which I didn't realise at the time. When I put it in the sat nav the day after, I was like, holy shit, it's like an hour away. So I came. You were staying with your brother, right? Is that right?
Yeah. My brother lives there. Yeah, my family.
Awesome. So we met, and then we discussed about the process. We're trying to get to work out there, and you're just in the process of trying to get your visa going. In which you need media attention for your work as a trainer. So you need to kind of show why you're better than other trainers out there. And so your brand is remarkableworkoutsplus, is it?
Yeah.
And what kind of style is your training?
It's predominantly a bodyweight training, and it's a mix from my background as a professional b-boy breaker for 20 years, and I've incorporated a lot of that stuff within that.
So you're a b-boy breaker. Where have you done your breakdancing in the past?
Everywhere, all over the UK, around Europe and in the States. I've competed for the UK. I've represented the World Finals on many occasions in London and in Los Angeles.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome. So, you've been to competitions, etc., in the past? What's that like? Tell me what that's like.
It's incredible. It's really like it's a test of all the things that you've learned over the years, and it's about testing who you are as a person and how you can handle yourself under stress. That's what it is, really, when you break it down, as well as having fun. And
when you break it down.
Yeah, when you break it down, that's it. It's just amazing, incredible.
You get to wear a lot of cool clothes as well, I guess. And it's the full, is it the hip hop scene basically?
It is, yeah. It's hip hop and that. It's also, the using philosophy of, mind, physical expression, creativity, connecting with people from all over the place, all over the world, different cultures and backgrounds coming together under hip hop culture, which is peace, unity, love, and having fun. Yeah,
great, awesome. So you're talking there a little bit about connecting with people from all over the world. So that leads me on a little bit to, I come and pick you up, we rock up at Boxnburn on a Wednesday morning, and I think you actually came over on the Wednesday morning on your own, and I'd been there from 7 o'clock. I'd been waiting to do some training with the movie star Frank Grillo, who didn't show up for 3 days. I was getting a little bit panicky. I was on the phone to my wife saying that this trip might have been a wasted journey, etc., etc. And then you rock up, and I said, you know, I waited from 7 o'clock in the morning till it was about 12 o'clock when you came. I said, let's go for a fucking pint.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. And then that's when I got to know the real you, and we hit it off straight away, didn't we? We had some heartfelt conversations at a bar in Venice. It was good, wasn't it, on the day?
I loved it. It was just so good when we were chilling at the bar by the beach. and soaking the sun up. It was good.
I remember like we got 2 drinks in, and I think I knocked it on the head at 2 drinks, and you went 1 drink further than me, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's steaming off 3 drinks. I thought he's my type of guy. It was a funny day, wasn't it? And then leading on to the breakdancing thing, so this guy rocks up on 3rd Street Promenade, and there's a breaking crew there. He walks past this guy called Yuri. The guy's called Yuri.
Yeah, Yuri. Yeah, from LA Breakers. It's funny because I hadn't seen him since 2003, and he remembered me, and he thought that I was there, like living there. And he says, "Hey, how's it going, bro?" I was like, I haven't seen you for like over 10 years, but it was great. And then we just started. I said, "Can I join in?" And he said, "Yeah."
And he joined in actually after 3 pints, and we got the cameras rolling, didn't we? And it was hilarious because he had the Boxnburn t-shirt on. If you see on the back, it says certified trainer.
Yeah.
So he just become a certified trainer, and the guy was singing. There was actually a guy rapping at the same time. In fact, I will probably edit the video of him breakdancing because it was absolutely hilarious, wasn't it? The guy was singing, Boxnburn, they'll teach you how to box,
yeah.
Certified trainer. I was dying laughing, and you were doing your thing on 3rd Street Promenade, which is then when I thought, holy shit, this guy's really good, you know, and obviously you're really good. You've been all over the world doing it.
Yeah. I've got to be. The crew that I was a part of was for 5 years was Rocksteady from New York. They're the most established breaking crew in the world, and I was just very privileged to be in the best crew, you know what I mean, the most established, and I learned a hell of a lot about dancing and the whole culture in itself.
Talk to me a little bit about any injuries you've received whilst doing breakdancing, because I know there's quite a lot, isn't it?
I think the biggest injury I've had was my kneecap, my left kneecap. I was training a move and I basically smashed it into the floor, and I thought my kneecap was on the other side of my leg. Thank God it wasn't, it just swollen up, but a few sprained ankles, and that's about it.
You've got off lightly then?
Yeah.
No broken necks or anything, because
No.
I see people spinning around on their head, etc.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a little bit of Mark's training afterwards, aren't we? We're gonna have a go at that, and I'm gonna put it at the end of this video. We were talking on Venice Beach, weren't we? In the sun, sipping our drinks and what have you. We were talking about the power of positive thinking, living a positive lifestyle, seeing the positive in all the negatives, etc. And as a result of that, I guess I've become a bit of your support network, and you've become a bit of my support network, because I'll give you a call every now and then to check on how you're getting on with your situation, and I'm just a little bit further down the line than you are, so we're kind of helping each other out in this. I'll give you a call for a rant every now and again, won't I?
It's just great to be able to know that you're not alone and sharing that experience with someone that you know, that understands what you're going through and what you want.
Yeah, we're on the same page on that, aren't we? Especially, you know, you've read books like The Secret, The Chin Paradox, all these different books. We kind of shared all those experiences and all the reading, etc. And we're kind of on the same page, aren't we?
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about your philosophy on life.
I think it's about, like, my strapline for my business, for Remarkable Workouts, is reach your potential. So just basically about being all you can be, you know, expressing yourself to the fullest and not holding back, going for everything in life, and, you know, not just in training but in everything.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit about being on that path and you know, recognizing sort of what do you call it now, coincidences that pop up left, right and centre, and giving them a nod, but like not getting too excited about them, and managing your expectations. We were talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah, and these things that we say are like coincidences. I believe there's no such thing as coincidence, and when you start listening to your heart and your gut feeling, you take action, which is the most important part, that these things start appearing. They're little signs from the universe saying that you're on the right path.
You're on the right path, definitely. And you know, any time in the past where I've strayed from the path of training people and doing what I absolutely love doing on a daily basis, I've been a miserable bastard. Like, you know, you'll find it yourself if you're not following the right path, whether it's paying you good or not.
Yeah.
If you're not on the right path, it makes you miserable, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. I worked at a large chain health club, and I was a personal trainer there. In fact, I was the personal trainer the first personal trainer at this particular club. And I remember thinking that the natural progression for me would be to move into management. So I took the management job, and instantly I was jealous of my fitness instructors that were out on the gym floor working with people and chatting to the members in the gym. Do you find that if you're not on the right path, you start getting a bit agitated, etc.?
You do, because you're not being your authentic self. You're not living congruently in terms of you're not following your heart. So no matter what, you might be able to think that everything's all right, but deep down you've got to follow your dreams, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. I always think that it doesn't matter if you're getting paid well now, or if you stick true to what you believe in and you love doing, eventually it will pay dividends, even if it's not. Like, so for instance, I want to try and get these little video podcasts going, and so today I actually went out and bought a microphone. I'm going to tell you a little funny story about this microphone right now. I know I'm holding it in front of my face, but it doesn't actually have a battery in it. So nobody told me when I bought this microphone that I should have a battery in the back of it. So I've just been holding it like this so it looks good. I don't actually need it. It's broken now anyway. So yeah, that's that. So I will invest in the things that I'm doing. I want to spend money on that kind of thing, and I won't even look at my bank account when I spend that kind of money on stuff, because I just have a desire to do this kind of thing. What do you think? I think you should set up your own as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think what you're doing, Matt, is amazing, really inspiring, because I think this new media that people are doing are creating content that's of real value, educating people, inspiring people, and showing that you don't have to come from some big privileged background or went to university in media. You just do what you want and take action and make it happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's good for nowadays. You can get stuff out there without anybody's permission. You don't need a recording company. You might need a tripod. You might need a microphone that doesn't work, but next time you will. That kind of thing. So talk to me a little bit about, so you developed a style of training that's quite unique at the moment, and you're calling it breakametrics. Talk me a little bit about that.
Okay, so breakametrics is a crossover of fundamental moves from breaking, and it combines with
plyometrics. Breakdancing, yeah?
Yeah, breakdancing with plyometrics, and that's what it basically is.
Okay, so is there a certain routine that you do, or do you start off with a certain muscle group? Like, do you do a chest and a back day, or is it total body every time?
Yeah, it's total body. It's also using movement, how you move from standing up, going down to the floor, using compound exercises like crossovers, like a burpee, but with moves that are taken from breaking as well. And it's because what I want people to know is it's not a dance. I'm not teaching you how to dance. I can teach you how to break, you know what I mean? But this is something else. This is a level up of body movement, similar to what Ido Portal does.
Yeah, Ido Portal's the guy you met recently who does all the animal style movements, etc.
Yeah.
We actually had some guys over in our gym from, I think they were from New Zealand, and I can't remember what it was called. It might have been called Animal Flow or something like that. They were doing bear crawls across the floor, etc., etc. It looked really cool.
Yeah.
Just mimicking animal movements?
Yeah, understanding movement at its fundamental basis and getting it to the bare bones and making sure that it's actually, you get something out of it. I mean, I was very privileged to see, Ido, talking about what he does, which I've been heavily inspired by. And that was at the London Real event, set up by Brian Rose.
Brian Rose. So Brian Rose is a guy you teach breakdancing. Brian Rose, for anyone listening, he has the London Real podcast, is it? Video podcast.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of followers on there, hasn't he? How many followers do you think he's got on there? Subscribers?
I know I think it's well over 100,000.
Well over 100,000 subscribers on there.
Yeah.
I listened to a bit of Brian Rose's story last night actually, and it inspired me quite a lot. The guy was on Wall Street, wasn't he? And Awesome, that's pretty cool. And then he moved to London, did he?
Yeah, set up after working in the City of London, and then again tying that in with following your passion, your purpose. He said, this isn't me anymore, I want to do something, and he set up London Real podcast, and his co-workers were like, what are you doing? And he just ignored them and stuck, and look where he is now, 5 years down the road, interviewing like some of the top influential people in the world.
Yeah, that's awesome, isn't it? What's it like to train that guy then?
It's awesome. You know, again, he mentors me, and I train him. I teach him, break him.
Yeah.
You know, and again, it's that thing. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. Being around people who are doing things, taking action, inspiring you. As I said, it's like seeing how powerful an influence of someone can have on you when you're in that right positive frame. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so your aim now for the future is to get breakametrics going a bit more, is it?
Yeah.
To get people into it. Is it going to be like a franchise thing, or what do you think you're going to do with it? Where do you see your future going with it?
Okay, so with that is, I want to create an info product, which will be something that you'll be able to download, and it'll be like a workout program that you can do in your home, because there's no equipment, it's just body weight. And then also I want to be able to delve deeper and work with MMA fighters, boxers, etc. Like the way Ido Portal is training Conor McGregor right now. I want to do that with them. I'm training a few guys at Next Generation Gym with one of the guys, Paddy the Baddy, and that's been amazing. They're getting a lot out of it from the BJJ that they
I saw
do.
some of the videos. Yeah, it looked really intense. I guess I'm going to be in for some sore legs afterwards.
Yeah. Sore everything.
Yeah, so the MMA guys are getting really into it, getting behind it, are they? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very similar crossover. The way using your core, how you rotate, how you move, hips, everything. It's everything.
Awesome. So getting back to the Boxnburn thing, that's hopefully the dream for the future. And you were talking to me about visions for the future the other day when we were speaking, and you know, when you mentioned it, you said that one day we're going to turn up, I'm going to be in the gym holding the pads, and you're just going to rock up with your bag and what have you. I felt it straight away. I was like, yeah, and you're like, fuck, I fucking made it, come on, pal. Yeah. You know, and I was excited when you said that, because I fully believe it, you know.
Because it's true.
Because it's true, yeah, because it's true. It doesn't matter how long it takes to get there, we're going to get there, and you know, and I guess we'll be sharing a beer again on Venice Beach.
Oh, you bet.
Sometime in the near future, won't we?
Maybe more than 3 beers.
Yeah,
on
maybe
that
more
day.
than 3. Yeah, quality.
One of the things that I'm up for an award for Liverpool's. I'm in the category of Liverpool's top fitness instructor, and that'll be announced in November. Which you know, hopefully I win.
Okay, so if you're on social media and you want to follow Mark Jacobs, you can follow him at what is it?
remarkableworkoutsplus on Instagram, and Facebook is just Remarkable Workouts.
So if you want to throw a vote in there as well to try and get you, I know my vote's already in, but let's see if we can get you winning there.
Yeah.
You know, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? To be. What would you be classed as, the best personal trainer in Liverpool?
Fitness instructor in that category, and I'm definitely like alongside great people that are being nominated. So even being nominated is a privilege, you know. Yes,
yeah, there you go. See the positive in actually just being nominated, not thinking about winning. That's your mindset right there, you know.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about winning straight away. I mean, it would be great, but you just said you're so grateful to just be nominated. Like, that just speaks volumes about the kind of person that you are, doesn't it?
It's again, it's about being grateful. I'm just so excited. There's a lot of things in the pipeline. I'm waiting on to start me training with the Paralympian gold medalist Mark Colburn, cyclist. He's going to be training again, so he's asked me to come on board with him.
Awesome.
I'm going to be training him. I've got something else in the pipeline. It'll be out in September. TV show with certain people I can't mention. You'll see me training them as well, which I'm excited about. The future's looking really bright. So yeah.
And I guess it's all as a product of chasing the dream, and just all these little bits of, you know, or almost see it like a ladder, you know. You're climbing this ladder and there's little bits here and there, like a different rung, and it's like a podcast, or somebody, like for instance, somebody reached out to me a few weeks ago. the Grover Institute and asked me if they'd seen the podcast that I'd done with Tony Jeffries and the guys at Boxnburn, and they'd said to me, would you be interested in doing the podcast, which I did, and then I filmed myself as well, so he gave me some content for YouTube. You know, you got to get the ball rolling, and there goes a light. So yeah, I guess it's onwards and upwards.
It is, and I just got to say as well, the guys at Boxnburn are just outstanding. Like the whole team with them, you know, I was made to be felt, you know, very welcome, and I just look forward to training with them. And if that's not a sign that someone's listening right now, then I don't know what it is.
Yeah, there you go. So we've just been plunged into darkness. Maybe if I do like a forward roll over here. There we go.
Yeah, we're back on.
Then we're back on. Super professional. Okay, so it's been a pleasure talking to you, mate. And I've been really excited about this one because I haven't seen Mark since March.
It's March, yeah.
March when we were doing the course over there. So I'm really excited about this one, and it's been great talking to you. Again, you've got the link for following, but I'm going to stick the link on the end of this, and then I guess we'll see you again next week or the week after, depending, and hopefully next time we'll get a bit of sound quality out of this microphone, etc, etc. Okay, so thank you very much for listening or watching, if anybody is, but thank you very much, me and Mark Jacob. Awesome, thank you.
So from there, that's like a taster of footwork patterns, moving, agility, moving in different directions. So from there, I'm going to show you a compound exercise. This press up variation that I do, I call it a flamethrower. So it's on one leg. You're going to isolate one leg, and your arms are going to come in. I'll give you one demonstration of what that looks like. So we're going to be here down in a half squat position, and you're going to come down. This is a 2-footed version first. So we come down, elbows in, come up halfway. But the full version is on one leg, so you're going to be again elbows in, coming back up to this position, coming back up.
This should be fun. So, show me again.
So we're here, down in a half squat, again, heels up on the floor, elbows slipped in, nice tight core, back straight. We come down, forward, down, chest to floor, and push back up and stay low in the squat.
Yeah.
That's it again, let's see. That's it, man. Spot on, mate. Really good. And we keep them quads engaged nice and low. We're going to go again with the leg up, one leg off the floor, and come down, and the legs are going to come up. Yeah?
Yeah.
Again, let's go. Yes. Good. Again. That's the one. Again, one more time. Yes. Quality. Really good.
Okay, so I've just done 3 of them, and I've got some severe pump in my quads now, which is good.
And then the advanced version of that will be pistol squat, come back up, leg goes through, flamethrower, pistol squat.
Okay.
Okay.
Shall I have a go?
Yeah, have a go, yeah.
Pistol squat, okay.
That's it. Back up, down, back through, yeah. Good, 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 yes. That's it, Matt. Quality, very good.
Okay.
So we can build up and do like 3 sets of 5 on each leg.
Yeah, I can definitely feel that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Okay, so that's moving in that plane, moving that way, but now we're going to do something else where we're going to start moving in different ways around. So in breaking, like I'll give you a demonstration, this move's called turtles.
Turtles.
Turtles, so again, keeping the core tight, hands. Okay.
You want me to try that now?
So we're going to do a variation of that.
Okay.
But we're going to be down here again, but we're going to walk. Yeah. So you're moving like a lizard walk. Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have to talk me through that one.
Yeah, I'll break it down. Okay, Matt. So in breaking, we call this cockroach.
Yeah.
You're down, elbows in. Feet like this, on the floor, and what you're going to do, you're going to go right hand, you're going to shift your weight, left foot, comes through, the other foot,
My other foot?
left foot through,
Alright, there.
this way, to the hips,
Oh shit, okay.
so you go through, and obviously you're going to walk, step, step, switch, Yeah. So it's like an adaptation of a lizard walk.
Yeah,
Turning.
yeah.
And then once you get it, you can start pushing. That's where the plyometric comes in.
Right, so tricep pump, straight off, boom. That little movement there, tricep straight away, felt it.
Yeah.
Let's try it again, show me again.
Okay, so again, positions down.
Yeah.
Rest the core on here. Reach the core, right hand 1. Left leg through 2. Right leg 3. Left hand 4. That's it again. Back. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Switch. 4.
Whoa. Holy shit. Okay, that's good. We're getting some pumpage on there.
Yeah.
What's next?
Okay, next one. One of my favourites, ball press pressure.
A ball press up. Okay, we'll look after these bad boys. Are you pressing mine or am I pressing yours?
I've got to stop laughing. Right, okay.
Ball presses.
A ball. A ball press up.
Ball press up.
This is what it looks like.
Oh shit. How's it look? Show me again.
Okay, so again, hands close, tucking the knees up. That's a way of isolating just the arms, carrying your own body weight, engaging the core.
Okay, let's have a crack.
That's it. Keys, keeping elbows and hands in, close.
Yeah.
That's it, Matt. That's it. Push. Yeah. Push. Good. 1. Let's go, mate. Yes. Push. Exactly, man.
Half a ball press up.
But again, to start from there, working from this position here.
Partial
press
ball press ups.
You know?
Partials, yeah. That's pretty cool. So you have to get your head over, or your head, you have to get your head further over so that you're almost tippling over, or
distributing your body weight, so your head being the heaviest part of your body, that's lower down, hips it up.
Yeah.
A lot of it is, I'm going to say it's a bit like an illusion. It's a bit trickery, kind of. You're still working your body without a doubt.
Oh yeah,
it's
massively.
just shifting the body weight correctly.
Yeah. I don't know if it's fair because now you've got quite a round head, but you see the back of my head there. I've got extra head at the back, so I don't know if that's causing me to tipple over while we're doing that.
I can't say no. I've got like twin peaks. My head's shaped like a 50p, but it's all good. I'll show you one more step. This again from like footwork. So this is an adaptation. This is what footwork looks like in breaking. Yeah. Okay. But what I do with the MMA guys is we're like this, and they use this in BJJ. So you're here in this position, go through, step through, yeah. Or
okay, I've seen that done before, yeah. The step through thing, I've seen that done before, like animal style, like a little bit like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you want me to try that?
Try that, yeah. Work delts, triceps, core, leg.
Can you show me again?
Yeah, so we're going to be start position facing this way, man. Hands slightly turned in. You're going to turn your hips. Left foot's going to come through. So here, right hand's down. Lift the hips up. You take up position. Step back through. That's the one. Through. Hips up. And then we're going to change direction. 1, 2. Yeah? 1, 2. But we can make it harder by doing this. Step through. Press. Step through. Press. Yeah? That's the one. Keeping one leg up. Yeah.
All right.
That's awesome, mate.
So, as you can probably guess, it's quite a tough workout. So you'd be doing things like sets and reps of those, would you? Yeah.
Yeah. I use the time frame. For example, like in boxing, like 3-minute round, 45-second break. And if you work your way up to you know, 3 rounds, 5, 6, get all the way up to 12 rounds. Set out a format which I'll have, you know, like this info product, and then you'll follow it, and then you just, you know, do 36 minutes of that, just body weight, and you'll see transformation.
I can vouch for how difficult that actually is. It's tough, and it's tough on the muscles as well, which is really good. I felt it in my triceps, I felt it in my quads, I felt it in my calves, I felt it in my glutes. It's kind of an overall body. I can imagine I will feel it in my abs tomorrow as well. It's kind of a total body workout, which is awesome. Plus, I'm fucking blowing out my ass at the moment. And you've seen I've been going 9 minutes so far, though. 9 minutes on the camera there, that's all. Yeah. So you can see how this is sort of an effective workout.
Without a doubt. And again, there's always modifiers for everyone. There's something for everyone. I wouldn't expect everyone to go day 1 ball planche. You work your way up to that.
So it's not like you could come into this class and think, there's no way I could do that. There's a starting point for everyone, and to build on from there. Yeah,
definitely.
Awesome, mate.
Cool, mate.
Yes, let's take a look at Mark Jacobs in action anyway, shall we?
Yes, here we go. Holy shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so Mark Jacobs just telling me to do a bit of a dance off, so here's how it's going down. Taking the new things that I've learned today from the skills from Remarkable Workoutsplus.
Yeah!
Get in there! Quality. Awesome.
Cool, bro. Thank you.